Hello friends, welcome back to the lab session of Python programming. In the previous session, we had looked into some of the built-in functions in strings. In this session, let's look into more built-in functions in strings in Python. So let's go on to the first built-in function, that is isTitle. So suppose I have my st1 is equal to I like Python. I like Python. And now if I say y is equal to st1 dot the function, that is the isTitle function, isTitle, and now if I say print my y, isTitle checks if the string is in the title format. For the string to be in the title format, the first letter of every word should be in capitals. That is, I should be in capitals, L should be in capitals, and P should be in capitals. So in this case, our L and P are in lowercase. It's not in the uppercase. So isTitle returns the value false. So now when I run the code, I get the value false. Suppose I change my string st1 equal to I like Python. The first letter of all the words are in capitals. So in this case, if I say y equal to st1 dot isTitle, and now if I print my title, print my string, then I get the value true because the starting letter of every word is in capitals. It is in the title format. So it returns the boolean value true. isTitle built-in function returns a boolean value, either a false or a true. So this was isTitle built-in function. Now let's move on to the second built-in function, that is just title. Suppose my st1 is having I like, suppose my st1 is having I like Python, and I give the built-in function title st1.title. Now I say print my y. Now when I run the code, it prints I in capitals, L in capitals, and P in capitals. So whatever string we are given to st1, it gets converted to the string in the title format. So this is how the title function works in Python. Now if I say I like Python is present in my st1 and I want to check if it is upper. So if I give is upper, it returns the boolean value false because all the characters in the string is not in uppercase. Some of the characters are in lowercase, so it returns the boolean value false. So it has returned the boolean value false. Now if I say I like Python, if I give all the characters in capitals, and now if I check my is upper built-in function, then I get the value true. So is upper checks if the returns true if all the characters are in capitals, and returns false even if one character is having a small letter. So this is how is upper works. Now let us work on just upper. So I'll take my string as I like Python. This is my string, and I'll just check for upper, not is upper, just upper. So upper converts the string into uppercase. So all the characters are converted into uppercase. Now if I run the code, I get the string with all the characters in uppercase. So this is how is upper works in Python. So now let's go into lstrip, artstrip, and strip. Suppose my st1 is equal to spaces Bangalore and some more spaces. And now if I say my y equal to st1 dot lstrip, else strip. It takes a character as a parameter. If we don't specify anything in the if we don't pass any parameter, space will be considered as the stripping character. So else strip is left strip, that is the leading blank spaces will be trimmed. So now if I say print my y and run the code, the leading spaces or the spaces to the left, that is left of Bangalore, would be trimmed. So Bangalore would appear from the beginning and the right spaces will be as it is. Now if I say my right strip, if I say x equal to st1 dot right strip, print y. Now if I say print x, now if I run the code, see the right spaces has been trimmed and the left spaces are as it is for right strip. So right strips removes the spaces on the right hand side of the string, while left strip removes the spaces on the left hand side of the string. And now if I say my z equal to st1 dot just strip, and now if I print my z, and now if I run the code, Bangalore would appear. The left spaces also has been trimmed and the right spaces also has been trimmed. So left strip basically removes the left spaces, right strip removes the right spaces, just strip removes both left and right spaces. So this is how the three strip functions works in Python. Now let's move on to the replace function. Suppose my st1 string is equal to I like programming in Java. So this is the string in my st1. Now I want to replace my Java to Python. So this can be done with the help of the replace built-in function. So if I say my y equal to st1 dot replace, my searching string is Java, my replacing string is Python. Count is an optional value. So in this case I am not specifying any count. So when I say replace Java with Python, in the string st1 the Java value would be replaced with Python. So now if I say print y, Java has been replaced with Python. I like programming in Python. Suppose I say I like programming in Java dot I like coding in Java. And now if I say replace Java with Python, at all the occurrences of Java will get replaced with Python. Now if I run my code, you get I like programming in Python, I like coding in Python. So all the Java occurrences has been replaced with Python. Now suppose if I give my count as 1, means only at the first occurrence of Java change it to Python. At the remaining occurrences of Java I don't want to change it to Python. So I have given the count as 1. Now if I run the code, I get I like programming in Python. Since count is 1, it has replaced Java with Python only once. At the second occurrence of Java, it has not replaced it with Python since I given my count as 1. So this is how the replace function works in Python. Now let's move on to the split function. Suppose I am having my st1 equal to I like vegetables. I like vegetables. And now if I say y equal to st1 dot split and I have to specify the separator, and max split is optional. If I don't specify any separator, then spaces will be considered as the separator. So now I don't specify anything as separator. Let me print my y. Spaces will be considered as separators, and the return string will be in the list format. So now if I say run, since there is a space, it has got splitted, and I is treated as one substring, like as one substring, and vegetables as one substring. Because there are two spaces, it has got splitted 2 times, and it returns the value in the list format. Now if I say, if I add percentage, and now I want to split it at the percentage, my separator is percentage. Now if I run the code, I get the same value, because at every percentage the string has been splitted. Now if I give my max count as 1, max split as 1, and run the code, I get I and then like percentage vegetables. So why has it occurred in this particular format? Since percentage is the splitting character, at the first occurrence the word has got splitted, I has got splitted with a comma. And since my max split is 1, only at the first occurrence it has got splitted. At the second occurrence it is treated just like a string. So this is how the split function works in Python. Now let's move on to the last built-in function, that is swap case. Suppose I have my string as Python, and I say y equal to st1 dot swap case. Then when I print y and run the code, it will swap the cases. Since p is in uppercase, it will become lower. Y, t, h, o, n are in lowercase, and it has been converted into upper. So basically it will swap the cases, upper to lower and lower to upper. So friends, hope so this is clear for you. If you have any doubts, please reach to me in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and subscribe to my channel to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.